Answer fast. 1 perk or a date with me?
I be sliding on these tight beats, make it talk like who she. I had.
I'm back again, back to back, made back, stack the M's. You hear me, bitch? Do you hear me? With that being said, guess who the fuck is back? Guess who the fuck is back? Guess who the fuck is back? Zania, hey. What's up, you guys? It's Zania, motherfucking big motherfucking caps. And this is my world. Thank you guys for coming back. And if you guys have heard this before, please like, comment, and fucking subscribe. Subscribe, bitch. We made it to 1K. We're gonna make it to a 1 million by motherfucking 2026. So next year we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat that little thing. We're gonna eat that little one. So today we are going to be going back to our original roots, which is, am I the motherfucking asshole? And if you do not know what am I the asshole is, it's basically somebody goes to Reddit and they say, hey, am I the asshole for da da da? And then you guys are able to decipher the story and say, are they the asshole or not? So today I am gonna be the one to come to you guys, motherfucking Zania, big motherfucking caps. I'm gonna be the one to tell you guys if you're in the wrong or fucking not, because I've been through my little 1-2s before. I've been through my motherfucking 1-2s before, so I should be one of the people to tell y'all hoes if you're in the wrong or not. So with that being said, let's get into the motherfucking video. Also, y'all, I got a new iPad. Okay, so the first story is going to be, am I the asshole for telling my mother to grow a backbone and stand up to my brother and his wife? I, female 18, live at home with my mother, female 51. I have 2 brothers, twins, both are male, 24. For the sake of this post, I'll call them John and Tom. So John and Tom are both twins and they're 24 years old. Both are married and have a baby. John's wife is Ava, 23, and Tom's wife is Gia, 24. John and Ava have been married for around a year, and Tom married Gia earlier this year. Are you guys following along? To comment right now if you are following along to the story and want to see more videos like this. My mom is a little obsessed with Christmas. Our family has a lot of Christmas traditions and we often go all out with celebrations. The other week, my mom hosted a Christmas film night at our house, as in our family tradition. She invited John, Ava, and their baby. She invited Tom over text and he said he cannot go as he is working, but suggested that she talk to Gia directly as she may like to go. This caused John and Ava to get unsettled, and they said Tom does not get to just choose who goes, and they asked my mom to not invite Gia, otherwise she's setting a bad precedent. My mom chose to accept this and did not invite her and kept the film night a secret from her. Oh, bitch. If I was a motherfucking consider you hoes gone. See, I don't like bitches who keep their fucking husband or boyfriend from their family, but in this instance, that your twin brother, they probably, like, the twin brothers probably have conflict and do not like each other, or the other one has secret animosity for the other one and just does not like anything good that they do. So already right here, I would have wiped my hands clean of that fucking family and said, bae, it's time to go. It's time to go, because I would have already been out there. Fuck you, ho. What you mean? What you are my dead homies? Just like Ivory said, I'm my dead homies. I'm my dead homies. What the fuck? What do you mean you're not gonna invite me to this bitch? Fuck y'all. Hit the fan recently because Gia found out and she had been excluded through a post made by Ava on Facebook. She had plans on a date anyway with her own parents, but said it would have been nice to have at least been invited. She's very upset with my mom and John and Ava. I've now been caught in the crossfire because Gia has been asking me why I didn't say anything to her about this. Tom is also upset with us and said that we are all bullies. This has caused tension between me and my mom because I feel like I'm being held responsible for what she chose to do. Last night, John came around to get Ava's lipstick that she had forgotten at her house, and he was making very rude, unprompted comments about Gia. He said that she's a dramatic bitch and that he can't a dramatic bitch. A dramatic bitch? Oh, hell no. And that he can't believe his brother is with someone like her. I told John that I really don't want to listen to this and that I think he's being unfair to Gia. John just started tuttering and sighing and left. This caused an argument between me and my mom because she said I was snarky to John and I should not speak to him that way. I said I thought I was being perfectly reasonable and he should not be so rude. I told my mom she needs to grow a backbone and that this whole situation is because she does not have one, and that she needs to stand up to John and his wife. My mom said that I don't know what I'm talking about and to mind my own business. I feel like I'm going crazy here, especially since all over this is over a dumb film night. Am I the asshole? Okay. I truly believe that right here, right? I had a motherfucking godmom, and I hated this bitch. Oh my gosh, I hated this bitch so much. My mom will never stop being friends with her. I still don't like her to this day. I try to keep my ways away from her. But she was always like, every single man that she's been with, she found a problem to create with their moms. So like she would always find an issue with their moms or their families and isolate them from their family where like they won't have no family. And then she was super narcissistic. Like that one was narcissistic. This is giving like, I don't like Gia because they have like a better marriage than us, and I don't like Gia because she's this. It just gives like very hater vibes. And my only advice to this situation is either one, distance yourself from the family and create your own little family because that's what needs to be done because this will get worse sadly. Or two, you really need to stand up to Gia needs to stand up to their family and say, fuck you bitches, why the fuck y'all didn't let me go? And y'all need to have a face-to-face because it seems like John and the other bitch don't like conflict, but they like to talk that motherfucking shit behind people's back. Fuck you and what you're talking about. Go up to them and say, bitch, what's your problem with me, ho? And say just like this, what's your problem with me, ho? And that's on my dead fucking homies. Mind you, I don't even have nobody who's dead. I don't know why I keep saying that. I just keep watching baddies. But like that being said, like I said though, you need to tell that little bitch what's up, what's the problem. You either want to face it or run from it. And running from it will be, I don't know, like this family just seems draining except for the sister. So I don't really know what to say. I just feel like Gia either needs to get out or get with it. I don't fucking know. She need to get out or line it up with them hoes because at this point, these bitches want that action. So next story. So this one is, am I the asshole for telling my baby sister not to introduce her boyfriend to my 4-year-old? I have one older sister, one older brother, and one little sister. So this will be a fun story. I'm going to engage. I'm going to put myself in this position. I'm going to act as if this is my little sister, an older sister, telling me, hey, I just got a girlfriend. I want to show you, or I got a boyfriend. I want to show you. So let's get it. So a few months ago, my baby sister, who was 25 years old, asked if she could take my daughter for the weekend. I agreed and dropped her off at my mom's apartment where she lives. I had recently found out she started dating a guy, and before I left, I asked what she had planned. It was a week before Halloween, so she stated she would take my daughter to get a costume, and then they would hang out at a park and get lunch with my mom. These were normal things for them, so I said, okay, cool. Then she proceeded to ask me what time I was picking her up the following day. Normally, she would not ask. I asked her if she needed me to pick her by a certain time, and she said no. She said she had plans, but my daughter could be included. Now, Amy said, if you are planning an outing with your boyfriend, please leave my daughter with mom. She then goes, well, mom is coming with us because he invited us to dinner. So I said, okay, I'll swing by early in the day to get her, because please don't have my daughter around people that I do not know or introduce her to your boyfriend whom I have not met yet. And she seemed a little bothered by it. I explained why I felt the way I did, and she agreed not to, but she did not respect my boundaries or wishes. Edit. The same night I asked her not to introduce my kid to her boyfriend, she had him over for a few hours and it was never mentioned to me. I found out because my kid slipped up and told me he got her flowers and she thought she was in trouble for telling me. I had to ask him. I asked my mom first. She said, oh yeah, he came over and was here for a few. She didn't understand what the issue was, and I explained this for safety reasons. I asked my sister and she still won't have a conversation with me, so yeah. So, I think if my older, right, so like my family dynamic is a little bit different. Like my older sister, she just got a lot of shit going on right now, and it's not. Even, I'm not even trying to be messy. Am I being messy? Is this messy? Is this messy? Is this messy? My sister got a whole bunch of shit going on, and she just don't. I don't know. God bless her heart, but I see her doing some bullshit like this, and then trying to like be like, what did I do? I don't go for none of that. I feel like for me, you have to be really strict in your boundaries. And since she did this, you have to show her why you said no. And I don't know, like conforming would be you meeting her boyfriend, which is a respectable thing after. But you actually standing on your fucking boundaries would be you being like, hey, since you did this, I don't want my daughter to be alone with you, because now I don't trust that you trust me and my parenting, and that you're not going to respect my parenting and what I want for my own daughter. So I don't want you around my own kid. And you have to kind of make that space, because if there's one thing, words never are heard, only actions. Actions are able to be seen. I can see your actions more than I can hear your words, because words go in and out the other ear. Your actions, if I actively see it, I see that it is an active threat to me. And you saying, hey, you cannot be with my niece alone or my daughter alone, is going to be an active threat in her life, for her to be like, oh, hey, that was disrespectful. I shouldn't have done that after you said that. So for me, I would say stand on business, stay strong in your motherfucking boundaries. Go meet him. You can meet him. Say, hey, cool, I know you now, but I still don't like what my sister did, and stand on that shit. Because if you don't stand on shit with bitches, they will sit here and walk all the way over you. So this is going to be our last story, and we're going to go out with a motherfucking bang. So let's get into it. Am I the asshole for not watering my wife's plants? This is you/Save the Plants 999. So let's get into it. Already I'm getting pre-pissed off because I see asshole in big red font right on top of this. Me, 42 male, and my wife, 41 female, have been married 3 years. My wife has many good qualities, but she is quite disorganized and more than a little lazy. She loves gardening, but I think it's more that she likes the idea of gardening because she is horrible at it. She is at Saddam Hassan of plants. Oh shit, he said this bitch is killing shit. Saddam Hussein. Oh! Bitch, I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm not even gonna, should I cut that out? I don't mean anything. I think that's the guy who did 9/11. I don't support that shit, but this nigga just said that she be killing shit. This is crazy work, and he thought he was funny as fuck by saying this, but mostly because she is so lazy and her plants die from neglect. The amount of care needed to keep her plants alive is probably no more than 5 to 10 minutes a day, but she can't even manage that. Her position is that it makes her happy and it does not really affect me, so what do I care? And my position in that is slightly psychotic to claim to love plants but not put in even a modest amount of effort to keep said plants alive. It does not make any sense to me. Our compromise on this is that we just agree to disagree. I turn a blind eye to her watan plant torture/murder so long as I don't have to participate, and she goes on happily throttling Mother Nature to death in the backyard. Our problem is that my wife is going on vacation for 3 weeks and now wants to water her plants. I can do this very easily, so could anyone, but I have a moral objection. I don't want to be involved her cottage industry of death. To me, I'll be participating in keeping these tortured souls alive, maybe even giving them hope of a better life, only to have it dashed when she returns in 3 weeks to resume her Reagan of hell. My wife is claiming I'm being dramatic. I am, but I don't think I'm wrong. So we have decided to ask Reddit and will abide by the crowd's decision. Am I the asshole for not wanting to water her plants? Edit. Okay, wow, this ended up getting way more polarizing than I thought. The consume seems to be that I would be TA, the asshole, or that I already am and never loved my wife and deserve to die alone. So I will definitely look after the plants. I'm hoping that, like any good children's movie, I can grow from being a grumpy Kermaduggan to have a heartwarming relationship with a row of cherry tomatoes. My wife has been reading through the replies, notes that she is mortified at being outed as a registered plant abuser, and will certainly try to do better. I myself have learned not to criticize her online because just as in real life, people like her a hell lot more than me. which she's been cackling about for the last hour. Thanks, everyone. Okay. So basically he was saying that he didn't want to water her flowers when she goes out of town because she'd be killing her plants. The fuck that gotta do with you? I feel like a lot of people were going to the extremes in the comments of being like, oh, he hates his wife and he doesn't love her, all these kind of things. I don't really think that. I think that when you deal with somebody who starts things and doesn't finish it, it could be really complicated and it could be very confusing and it could be like very annoyed, because when people start shit and don't finish it, it's kind of like now you have to pick up the missing pieces. So I understand where he came from when he was talking about like why he didn't want to water them and he wanted to stand on business. But I also think like, she's going on a trip, just water them. It's something that she says she loves looking at. Doesn't mean that she likes taking care of them. Just if this is something that she loves, help her with it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. So with that being said, that's our motherfucking stories. Drop a like, comment, tell me how you guys like this video. If you want to see more, what else you guys want to see. With that being said, I love you guys and bye.